Well, good day, I'm High Treason, and I'm just going to review the nVidia GeForce 8600 GT Fatality because I said I would. No other reason. So I'm sorry if you was expecting my Sonic 2 review. It's not coming yet. I am working on getting it there though. Well, here's this card, this nVidia 86. It looks fairly decent, I suppose, like any of these newer graphics cards would look. Probably bigger than I'd like, but hey, has to do, doesn't it? According to the box, it has 1GB of RAM on it, and the core clock runs, what was it, 540 MHz, I think. Nothing particularly impressive, to be honest, on the speed of that. But that wasn't something that was about to worry me. It's not necessarily the clock speed that determines how fast something's going to operate. It's how well made it is and how well the pipelines between things work. Before I put this card in, I had my my nVidia GeForce 7300 SE, which hasn't been a bad card. It was really cheap and it came in a white box. Never said it did anything special. And it doesn't do anything special, but it cost 20 quid and it came in a white box. What more can I expect? It's got enough memory and it doesn't do the job too badly. I just needed something with a little more power. Oh yeah, and the GPU on this is clocked at 450 MHz. Yes, obviously my 7.3 isn't going to win any major awards for its performance in 3D graphics or anything. But I don't mess about with DirectX a hell of a lot. I use OpenGL more. The more of the games I play, and I don't play a lot of games, use OpenGL. So I'll fire up an OpenGL game and see what it looks like. Okay, so what we're running here is Duke Nukem 3D with the high resolution pack on the eDuke 32 port. We're running it at 1024x768 resolution, 32-bit OpenGL. It's full screen. Don't need to play with any of this stuff. I don't really use texture filtering, it makes it look like crap. And there we go, there's those settings there. I can't be bothered to explain them all. Just take a look so you can compare it later. This is running on my GeForce 7300. So now I'm going to go into the game.
Let's rock.
Obviously these things take some time to load, seeing as we're using high-res texture as opposed to the original ones. And as you can see, because I'm capturing it, we're pulling out a steady 30 frames per second really, which isn't too bad. It will go up to 60 if I stop capturing, but I see no point. And this game seems to run pretty well anyway at this frame rate. Well, there's not really much to show you other than the fact the card performs well running OpenGL based stuff. And this is about the most demanding OpenGL thing I can think to run at the minute. As you can see, there's no particular problems with it. I'll try and find a part of the game that would be a bit more demanding of it. Okay, well here goes. Now, you might be saying, yeah, but this game isn't really going to test anything. Well, maybe not, but it's the game I play the most, and therefore it's the game I want to run well on my card. And supposedly any card that supports OpenGL should be able to run this. Well, here we go. I'm going to make a massive explosion happen. If you haven't played this before and you don't know what this does. These are only 2D objects, but I've seen cards struggle to do this before now. So there we go, this runs fine. Now I'm going to put my 8.6 in and see just what happens. Well, here's my trusty old GeForce 7300. It's a good card, it's served me well. It's a lot smaller than that new one, and you know what, I'm quite proud of that. So anyway, I've installed this new one, and the first thing I notice is that, strangely, my 4GB of RAM has dropped down to 2.6. And this is peculiar, I don't know what causes it. There, look, right there, right from my system properties window. Well, at first I figured this might be something I can adjust in the nVidia control panel. My 7.3 has an option where it can use up some of the RAM as graphical memory, I can't remember what nVidia called this, but I remember it having it and I could turn it off. But no, this is even happening when I look at the system specs in my BIOS. So this card's using up some of my RAM. Well, overlooking that, let's see how it plays a game. Well, here we go, as you can see, using the very same settings I used before, and there we go, nothing changed at all. You know, this is the way I like to run things, so there we go. I shouldn't change anything anyway, because therefore it wouldn't be a fair comparison. I'm going to even play the same level. First level. Well, that's definitely a good idea, because it's easy to get to. I'm just going to turn the audio down slightly though, because that might interfere with things. It won't go any lot. Yeah, it will. That should do. So here goes.
Let's rock.
Well, for whatever reason, it seems to be taking longer to load thus far, but I don't know. Maybe there's some adjustments to the texture cache or something. I have no idea. Maybe it won't take this long the next time. It's not a problem anyway. Believe me, I'm used to slow computers. I run DOS most of the time, so this isn't anything to worry about. I knocked the escape key, but they shouldn't make any difference. Anyway, thus far, no major differences, except the colours don't look quite as vibrant as they did before. And why does my frame rate go down to 28 occasionally? I don't seem to remember it doing that on the other one. I mean, it's only done it once, but that's not a very good sign. In fact, compared to the other card, thus far, this looks like crap. I'm sorry, but it does. Right, that's really nice. My frame rate went right down to 28 as soon as I've fired my gun. So is this going to happen a lot then? Well, you know what? I've no idea. But I'm going to cheat and get into the next level. Well, here we go. Into the next level. And blow that building up again. See what happens. I got a new record. Cool.
Ready for action.
Well, Duke Nukem says he's ready for action. So am I, but it's taking its fucking time to start the action, isn't it? I still don't know why this takes longer. The only thing I can think is it's down to my texture cache, but I don't know. There we go. I know I'm cheating, but I can't be asked to go through the level like I did to get there last time. And I don't think it matters in this situation anyway. Look, my frame rate keeps going down. Why? This didn't happen on my old card. This card says it supports OpenGL 2, and I can't remember how good my other one's supposed to be, but that's besides the point. Why is this card not performing as well as an inferior one? This shouldn't happen. It's ridiculous. Okay. What happens when I try and blow this building up? Well, I've no idea, because I ain't tried it yet. Well, it seems to handle that okay. But it still sucks. I don't like it. And why is it using all my RAM up just to run this fucking graphics card as well? Yeah, I died. Because I'm pissed off, and I can't concentrate on playing it when I'm in a bad mood. That sucks. I don't like this card. Well, I've got about 2 minutes of video footage left that I want to use, but that would be going over the limitations of what YouTube allows. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squash it into a second part. It's not very long, and it's just basically saying more stuff about the card. My conclusion to this review, as it were. So if you want to watch it, go ahead. If you don't, then that's fair enough. I don't really care. But it's going up anyway, so if you want to see it, by all means have a look. Thanks for watching this.